Hello, and welcome to the Inspired Change Coaching Gut Detox Cleanse. My name is Eileen, and I'm going to be your coach all throughout this 8-week program. I've created this video for you so that you have the instructions and the know-how to use the biocidin products that we will be using in this 8-week detox. Now, as you know, today is your first day in your Body Sight app, and you're learning all about what that entails with the FODMAP. So this video is really about product use regarding your biocidin products. There's 3 products that you had drop shipped to your house that you should have in your possession. I'm going to tell you about those 3 products, what they do for you, the directions on how to take them, why you're taking them, and when you should take them. Okay, so the first thing we're going to start with is the biocidin drops. Now, these drops are what kills the microbes, the bad guys in your intestines, in your gut, the large and the small. Now, these come, it's a dropper, and these come, and you will start taking 1 drop twice a day. You're going to take 1 drop in the morning or when you eat first, whether that's morning or lunch, 15 to 20 minutes before food, and then you're going to take it in the evening, 15-20 minutes before food. On the first day, you take 1 drop twice a day. On the second day, you take 2 drops in the morning and 2 drops in the evening. On the third day, you take 3 drops in the evening and the morning, and so on and so forth. Now, I personally have a calendar sitting on my refrigerator. I have my biocidin down in my kitchen. So I just took a black Sharpie and I wrote on my calendar on day 1, on day 2 of my detox, I would write a 2 just to keep me on track. Because in the beginning, it's easy to know, hey, I'm on day 2, I just started this. But when it gets a little hairy in the 7 to 8 to 10, 11 range, then you kind of can easily forget, how many did I take? And then you will do that until you reach day number 15. On day 15, which is essentially an entire droppers full, you will be taking 15 drops in the morning and 15 drops in the afternoon, evening, whenever you eat last. And that is 15 minutes, 20 minutes before food. And that is now you've worked up to standard dose. So it will take you 15 days to work to that standard dose. After that, those 15 days, you will, for 4 weeks, stay on 15 drops 2 times a day. As we near the end, you will start to titrate off, and I will give you directions as to when that is, but then we will slowly go down. We will then go from 15 drops twice a day down to 5 drops twice a day, and then we will go to 5 drops once a day. This is what kills the bad guys, this biocidin drop. I chose drops. This is one of the options so that we can kind of gauge and see how you're feeling. Now, we're going to talk about side effects in just a minute. The second product you need to be taking is the GI Detox. Now, this is very important. This is the binder that's going to mop up what this kills. So this is taken with food 15 minutes before. It is very important that you know to take this on a completely empty stomach. Now, what that means is ideally you will finish eating and it will be 90 minutes from when you finish. You take a GI detox, and then it will be another 90 minutes until you eat again. So you need a true 3 to 4 hour window of no consumption of any food, any medication, and any supplements. The purpose of taking the GI detox, and specifically why you want it on an empty stomach, is because its job is to go in and mop up and bind up all of the toxins and the little dead bodies that we're going to have once we kill all these bad microbes. So you don't want it binding to your medicines because then your medicines will not be absorbed. And you don't want to waste it on binding up your supplements or your food because then you're not going to absorb those nutrients either. And in addition, if it's binding up your food, then it's not available to bind up the toxins or the microorganisms. So this is very important that you remember to take GI Detox on an empty stomach, okay? Very important. Now, the third product you have, which I don't have a sample of, is the ProFlora 4R. This is your probiotic. Now, I generally take this at the same time that I take my biocidin drops in the morning. I just take it because you can take it whenever you want. Obviously not around the GI detox, But you're welcome to take ProFlora at any time that you want. I just find it easier to take it in the morning, and then I don't have to remember and think about it for the rest of the day. The ProFlora 4R, since we have killed the bad microorganisms with the drops, and then we've bound up all of their toxins, this is your probiotic that is a spore-based probiotic that will repopulate your intestines now with these good guys, right? There's a lot of probiotics on the market. However, they either don't have live organisms in there, or you swallow them and your stomach acid kills all the microorganisms. Because this is a spore-based probiotic, it is encapsulated in that spore and it is able to pass through your intestines and then implant into your small intestines so that we can repopulate this space with the good guys and rebalance by killing the bad guys and then repopulating with the good guys. So those are the directions on how you actually use your product. One other thing that's very important to keep in mind, and you received a document called the Herxheimer reaction or the Herxine reactions. And what that refers to are any side effects that you may feel during this detox cleanse. To be clear, this cleanse should never, ever make you feel bad. You should not have achy joints. You should not be nauseous. You should not feel bad. You should not have flu-like symptoms. You should not have any of that. This isn't going to create diarrhea. If any of these things are happening, I need you to consult this sheet or you can consult me. Depending on how bad you feel, there are certain things that we can do to tweak how you're feeling, whether we make sure that you're drinking enough water so that you're not constipated. Being constipated is going to be the number one side effect of this, and it's easily remedied by just being sure that you're drinking at least half your body weight in ounces plus. For example, if you weigh 100 pounds, I need you drinking at least 50 ounces of water plus another 12. And when you take that GI detox, make sure that you actually take it with an entire cup of water as opposed to just a few sips that are enough to get it down. When you really put it in an environment where it can do its job, it is a binder, so it can cause constipation, but if you're pairing that with a substantial amount or a cup of water, you're going to be less likely to feel those side effects. So your Herxing guide will give you a 0 to 10 scale for you to be able to discern exactly how bad your symptoms are. 1 through 4, tolerable, you can do some small tweaks. 5 through 8, we get a little bit more serious and they get to be a little bit less tolerable. And then of course, if there's anything that's on the end of 8, 9, or 10, I definitely want you to consult me because you should never, ever be feeling bad on this gut detox. By the end of this, I expect that you're going to be feeling great. So having said that, those are the directions for the gut detox. You've learned how to take your biocidin drops and what your schedule should be and why you're taking it. I've told you why you're taking the GI detox and its purpose in doing the mop up of all the microorganisms and toxins, and that it needs to be taken on an empty stomach. And then of course you need to repopulate with the ProFlora, the spore-based probiotic, and that can be taken at any time during the day. Once again, it's very important that the GI detox be taken 90 minutes away from food in either direction, so at least a 3-hour window. Of course, I'm your coach, Eileen. You can reach out to me anytime you have any questions, and I'm here for you. I believe that you know your body the best. You are the expert in how you feel, and I'm willing to listen to you and work with you to get you feeling your best. With love and gratitude, your coach, Eileen.